Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield, a gain of 8 that time. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Real.
To throw is Mayfield. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. And he will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
4 down. 5.
On play action, Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Kings! Done!
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Elijah Kancey in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, You have to understand, if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
17 yards on that play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. He is in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff in the pistol. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now you won.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now Gibbs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now, Goff. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I hope the quarterback right now, Mike, is in that huddle giving a couple my bads to the offensive line, because they're looking at him like, come on, man, we're out here working for you. All you had to do was throw that ball out of bounds, save a few yards, and most importantly, keep that off the stat sheet.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Detroit.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Back with more of this Thursday opening after this. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On fourth down, Goff. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hurry! What's that?
Now Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. On first down is Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
McLaughlin's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on!
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. They hand it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Hold on. Value 3.
On 2nd down, Goff. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
What's that?
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
That's good for a Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays. And These drag routes can be very, very effective.
Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up.
Hurry, hurry!
Here comes Otten in motion.
Watch out!
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jordan Mason, touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down. Now give to Gibbs, running right. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the outside, that's St. Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bucs are able to extend the lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run with Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. On second down, it's Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Pass completed is St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are able to cut the deficit to 10. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On play action, Mayfield. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Regular.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Goff to throw on first down. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Go tonight.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Go tonight.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and so
big hole left side. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Buccaneers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Bucs are going to extend their lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ric Flair. Hold on. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Second down and 8.
DC.
They'll go play action with Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.